Well, thank you, Zach. The National Association for Music Education designated March as Music in Our Schools Month. We designated this week to music here on the show. It's almost over, but this is a great chance for all of us to show our support for the students in our school community, specifically this week. Just because the week's over doesn't mean we have to quit. So if you missed the trumpet quartet, the drumline, or the guitar class participants that have already been here this week, you can check them out on our KRCG YouTube channel. Then later today, we're going to be joined by members of the Vienna High School Marching Band. They have a really exciting opportunity to tell us about coming up later in the show.
Yeah. And they're
where's the Mormon Tabernacle Choir? Aren't they coming?
They are not. They
no,
couldn't.
Okay.
and
we had
there's,
quite a group yesterday.
there's so many to choose from around mid-Missouri that it was hard. And a lot of schools are on spring break, so a lot of schools couldn't come in.
Sure.
Yeah, what we ended up having here on the show was really just, people who had written in, things that we'd heard about. A lot of these school groups take really impressive trips. We just had some get back from New York. We've got some from Chicago, and now we've, this group here today is going to announce that they're going somewhere. So that's why, we just heard about these big things, but we know bands and choirs all across Missouri are doing great things. Plus, the Missouri State competition just ended, and it's held in Mexico, Missouri, and a lot of the students compete there, and one is the best you can get, and we've heard a little bit about that this week.
Yeah, and people can always, if there's something we missed, submit it to our YouTube
Facebook, YouTube, let us know about
Twitter. Yeah, there's all sorts of ways to.
Yeah, and we'll pass it along.
Yep.
All right.
Well, it's Music in Our Schools Month. We've been talking about it all week. Area high schools just recently participated in the Missouri State Music Competition held in Mexico, Missouri, which we were talking about a little bit earlier. Most have listed results individually as high schools online on their music pages. So if you'd like to see who's excelling in the music programs in their schools, check it out locally. Now, since we've been on the topic this week, I've received a few emails noting special events like Bartley Elementary School in Fulton. Their kindergarten classes will be performing their first music program today. Mrs. Saylor, their music teacher, has been working very hard to get them ready. It's at 2:15 today at Bartley Elementary in Fulton if anyone wants to support those kindergartners. And then the Jefferson City Jays are on spring break, but we were told some big news, the Symphonic and Top Jazz Band, they just returned from New York City, which leads me into the fact that later in the show, we're joined by members of the Vienna High School Band who have a big experience to tell us about as well.
Lots of students are busy.
They are, and that's one thing that I don't think people think about. Music is in our schools, but these kids aren't just there. I mean, they're getting to take trips. They're learning about, teamwork and becoming really involved in these music programs, and they're neat, and they're unique. We didn't have guitar classes whenever I was in school, and yesterday we found out that we do now.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Well, a lot of people are interested in guitars.
They are now. That's a good way to reach the children, I think, at a young age, is to add that guitar class.
Yeah.
Options are endless.
Accordions don't do much anymore.
Not anymore, no.
Okay.
Bagpipers, not so much.
No, that's true too.
Yeah.
Yes, jazz bagpipe is still very difficult, of course.
Dick practices nightly.
Thank you. We're continuing Music in Our Schools Month, and we've dedicated this week to music in our schools here on the show. This morning, the Vienna High School Band Director, Ray Spiller. Thank you for coming in this morning. And the reason that he's here and he's brought some of his members of his band is because you guys have a really great opportunity coming up. Tell me about that.
We have been selected and invited to go march the National Independence Day Parade in Washington, D.C. this July 4th.
Wow.
So yeah, big time, big moment for us. We're really excited.
Now, what's your name?
My name's Miranda Peterman.
What year are you?
I'm a senior.
How did you feel when you found out about this opportunity?
I felt that it was such a great opportunity knowing that our small school would be going to represent the entire state in Washington.
It is very impressive. Would you ever imagine?
No, I would have never imagined that our small school would be chosen for something this amazing.
And why do you think that music in the schools are so important?
It's really important because it allows us to express ourselves, and whenever we go through a hard time, maybe in school or we have homework, we get so stressed out, so music kind of allows us to just be ourselves, and we get to release all the tension that we have.
That's so true. Mm-hmm. What's your name?
Nicole Roberts.
And what year are you?
I'm a senior.
And what made you decide to get involved?
Well, the high school band played for us whenever we were in 5th grade, and I saw how much they were enjoying playing, so I wanted to do exactly that.
That's great. What's your name?
I'm Trenton Miller.
And what year are you?
I'm a junior.
And why is music so important in your life?
Music's important to me because it allows you to express yourself, and like she said, even when you have hard days, it allows you to just kind of release it all and have a good time.
Do you really see yourself forming a huge group of friends with this band?
Oh yeah.
All of you?
We're all like a family.
You're gonna miss it when it's gone?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you very much. And later you're going to bring out more members and
Yes,
they're going
we
to
are.
share a piece with us.
Yes,
Will you
we are.
be performing that piece in Washington?
No, but it's actually the piece that got us to Washington. It was the scores we received this year in our marching season that got us invited.
That's so amazing. Well, thank you. How long have you been with
This is my
Vienna?
10th year at Vienna.
Wow. So you're a pro, huh?
Well,
You must love it.
At least I act like one. Try to.
Well, thank you all for coming in this morning, and we'll hear more from them in just a little bit. But right now, back to you. I'm here with our special guest today. Would you introduce us?
We are the Vienna Eagle Pride Band, and we will be playing Kung Fu Fighting for you today.
Can't wait. Take it away.